Hey everybody, I'm going to tackle something that is kind of out of my comfort zone, but I know I'm capable of doing it. I'm going to try some upholstery. I'm going to try to upholster the cushions. It's way cheaper to try it myself and mess it up than it is to pay somebody else to do it and get it done right first time, I guess. But yeah, a little history on my ability to sew. Of course, back in the old days, old school, they used to have home ec class, and even the guys attending it back. I don't know if they still do that in today's school. Probably not. They don't teach, skills where you can use your hands anymore. It seems like. But that and my grandmother, she did a lot of sewing and quilting and stuff like that, and I used to always see her do that. And anyway, she taught me a few things, and this just happens to be her sewing machine that she left me, which is it's awesome. I've already sewn the covers and upholstered the the bed for the Class B that I had. That was a good practice shot at it anyway. And this time I'm working with vinyl, so I'm not used to working with vinyl. It's going to be a whole different ball game for me. But to me, this skill is no different than welding or TIG welding or anything, man. It's an art. You gotta practice it, But this is what I'll be using. This is it's a marine grade vinyl, and it's a dark navy blue. I'm hoping I don't mess it up. And it's not cheap, but it's not real expensive. They have way more expensive material. I got, maybe, half quality. But anyway, I figured it'd be worth doing. I'm going to try to minimize the amount of sewing I have and just basically get them covered so that they're protected. And it should be great for having the dog inside there. I'm not gonna let him, sleep on the bed that much or anything, but his hair gets everywhere. So last time I learned my lesson, I used a black denim, and that was the wrong thing to use with a dog. It's black and white. Of course, his black hair wouldn't show up, but the white hair stick to everything and showed up like a sore thumb on the bed, and it was hard to clean. It like clung to it. So I'm hoping this vinyl, it's easy to just brush off and use a wet cloth or damp cloth to clean it. So I'm going to give that a shot this episode and see how far I get. Wish me luck. By the way, I have to credit my wife for picking out the navy blue. I think it was a great idea. That's the biggest one, guy. Got a lot done anyway. Came out okay. Not a professional quality, but good enough for a box truck camper. Anyway, I've got a hand stitch this together on all of the cushions. I haven't got to that yet, so other than that, let's go try it out. Can't wait to see what it's going to look like. All right, that's kind of what it's going to look like. Of course, I got to get everything twisted back together and everything. I haven't finished sewing these together, so they're not all tight. I had to have an opening so I could get the cushion in there. I didn't want to put a zipper in it. It'd be more sewing than I wanted to do. So anyway, that's what it's going to look like. Got a navy blue vinyl. Should be easy to wipe down and keep clean. Got to adjust the seam. I just got this put in there, so that's probably why it's way off. But it's nice and comfy. It's okay. Took a couple hours of work, but it's worth doing yourself, I think. You can minimize the amount of sewing by not putting any fancy seams, and like I just did this. This is wide enough, this panel right here, that I could wrap the cloth around it. It was 55 inches and my seats were like 53, so I was able to wrap it completely around and just sew the ends up. This one right here, I had to actually do like a box cushion, and I could probably flip that over and that seam would look better, or just adjust the seam. But yeah, that back one was the harder one to do. Let's see what it looks like flipped over. Yeah, it's about the same. Just need to adjust the cushion in it. No kidding, it's tedious work. It's very tedious. Hands off to everybody that sews, man. This is it's kind of rough. I mean, it's no different than welding or anything like that. It's definitely a skill, and I mean, a lot of thinking involved, a lot of planning. If you mess up where you make a seam, or whether you make a cut in the fabric and everything, just like working with wood or steel, or it's you know, same kind of thing, just different materials. But I enjoyed it. I'm gonna do something a lot higher in the back here. I want to have cushions that stand up a little bit and come rounded around, I guess, so you can lean back, have a nice backrest back here. So that's gonna be the next step. But looks a little different with the white. Of course, these cushions aren't sewn together yet either, not completely. I still got the hole in there where I put the foam in, but pretty happy with it. I think it'll look good when I get everything white and trimmed out. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for commenting and liking. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Remember, build it, don't buy it.